Welcome, battle enthusiasts, to the ultimate hypothetical showdown. Today, we pit two titans of elemental manipulation against each other. Toph Beifong, the legendary earthbending master, against Gaara, the fifth Kazekage and master of sand. This isn't just a fight, it's a clash of philosophies, a test of raw power and tactical brilliance. Who will emerge victorious when the unyielding earth meets the shifting sands? Let's dive deep into this epic 1v1 battle. Across from her, Gaara floats silently, a small cloud of sand supporting him. The silence is broken by Toph. "All right, Sandy boy," she calls out, her voice echoing slightly. "Let's see what you've got. Don't hold back, or you'll regret it." Toph is ready. Her feet stomp, and a wall of solid earth, thick and unyielding, bursts from the ground. The sand, however, doesn't stop. It flows over and around the earth wall, attempting to engulf Toph. But she's not there. With a quick, powerful earth bend, she propels herself high into the air. From her elevated position, she sends a barrage of sharp, pointed earth projectiles at Gaara. Gaara's sand shield instinctively rises to meet the attack. The projectiles shatter against the dense sand. He realizes this opponent is different. Her earthbending isn't just about moving rock, it's about feeling the earth. Toph, still airborne on her pillar, senses the subtle shifts in Gaara's sand. She slams her foot down, and a massive fissure rips through the ground, heading directly for Gaara. Gaara reacts swiftly. His sand erupts downwards, forming a pillar that anchors him to the ground. Simultaneously, he extends tendrils of sand from his gourd, attempting to ensnare Toph's rock pillar. Toph feels the sand tendrils approaching through the vibrations in the earth. She manipulates her pillar, causing it to twist and turn, evading the grasping sand. She then sends a powerful earth punch, a concentrated blast of rock, directly at the sand tendrils, shattering them. Gaara, frustrated by Toph's evasiveness, unleashes his sand shower, a torrent of sand bullets raining down from above. Toph, however, is a master of defense. She creates a dome of earth around herself. While Toph is encased in her earth dome, Gaara begins to spread his sand across the entire battlefield. He's attempting to nullify Toph's seismic sense, to turn her greatest strength into a weakness. Toph feels the change. The solid, reliable earth beneath her is becoming fluid, unstable. She bursts from her dome, landing on a small, hastily constructed platform of solid rock. "Clever, Sandy boy," she mutters, a hint of respect in her voice. "But you'll need more than that to blind me." She stomps her foot, and a massive wave of earth, infused with her bending, surges forward. It's a tug-of-war between two elemental forces, earth against sand, solidity against fluidity. Gaara, seeing his advantage, unleashes his sand tsunami, a colossal wave of sand that dwarfs his previous attacks. Toph, however, is not one to be easily overwhelmed. She takes a deep breath, her stance widening. "You think sand can stop the Toph Beifong?" she roars. With a mighty roar, she performs her signature move, the earthbending wave. The two waves collide in a spectacular explosion of dust and debris, shaking the very foundations of the plane. When the dust settles, both combatants are still standing, but the landscape is irrevocably altered. Toph is breathing heavily, but her resolve is unbroken. Gaara, too, shows signs of strain, his sand armor slightly cracked. Now, the fight enters its next phase. Toph, realizing that direct confrontation with Gaara's sheer volume of sand is taxing, she decides to go on the offensive with precision. She uses her seismic sense to pinpoint Gaara's exact location. She then creates a series of small, incredibly fast earth projectiles, not just rocks, but compressed, razor-sharp shards of earth. Gaara's sand shield is fast, but Toph's attack is relentless and unpredictable. Some shards manage to graze his sand armor. He realizes he needs to end this quickly. He decides to use his ultimate offensive technique, the sand coffin. Gaara extends a massive hand of sand, attempting to grab Toph. But Toph, feeling the vibrations, anticipates the move. "You can't hide from me, little girl," Gaara shouts, his voice filled with a rare hint of frustration. But Toph is a master of underground combat. She moves like a fish through water, creating tunnels. She then bursts from the ground directly beneath Gaara, launching a powerful earth uppercut. Gaara's sand shield barely manages to form in time, absorbing the blow but sending him flying upwards. As he's airborne, Toph doesn't let up. She creates a massive, crushing earth clamp, attempting to trap him in midair. Gaara, however, is not helpless in the air. He uses his sand to propel himself away from the clamp. He then unleashes his sand burial, a technique designed to completely immobilize and crush his opponent. Toph, still underground, feels the immense pressure of the sand closing in. She knows she can't simply earthbend her way out. This is her moment of truth. With a surge of raw power, Toph unleashes her most advanced technique, metalbending. She senses the trace minerals, the tiny impurities within Gaara's sand, and begins to manipulate them. Gaara feels a strange sensation within his sand, a disruption he's never encountered. His sand burial begins to crumble. Toph then bursts free, not just from the sand, but from a newly formed, jagged tunnel of earth and rock. "You thought you could bury me, sandy boy?" Toph taunts, a triumphant grin on her face. "I can bend anything that's not pure. And your sand? It's got plenty of impurities." Gaara is shocked. His ultimate defense, his very element, is being turned against him. He realizes the true extent of Toph's mastery. She's not just an earthbender. She's a master of all things connected to the earth. Seeing her advantage, Toph doesn't hesitate. She creates a massive, swirling vortex of earth and rock. Gaara struggles, attempting to maintain control of his sand, but Toph's bending is too powerful, too precise. Finally, with a decisive move, Toph creates a massive, unyielding earth fist that slams into Gaara. He's not unconscious, but he's defeated, pinned beneath a mountain of earth, his sand gourd shattered. Toph walks over, her bare feet feeling the vibrations of his defeat. She stands over him, her expression serious now. "You're strong, sandy boy," she says, "but the earth always wins." And there you have it. In this epic clash, Toph Beifong, with her unparalleled seismic sense, her mastery of earthbending, and her innovative metalbending, emerges victorious. Gaara's sand, while formidable, ultimately couldn't withstand her power. Her ability to sense and manipulate even the impurities within his sand proved to be the decisive factor. What an incredible battle of elemental forces. Do you agree with our outcome? Let us know in the comments below.